Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how you can manage art in the Dust application. This process is very similar to theme camps, but maybe a little different if you've got someone who's just managing art. So let's concentrate on art for the moment. So first up, there's an art icon here if you've got access to it. When you click on it, it's going to show all of the art pieces that have been registered for the burn, and you can go again clicking on this little icon here to show it as a list. One of the useful things about showing it as a list, it'll show any art that has been placed with a little pin icon. Anything that hasn't been placed won't have that. Now obviously some of these art pieces are going to be things like mutant vehicles that won't be placed. So for those, essentially when we look at the art piece details in here, the type of it is going to be mutant vehicle versus art. Now obviously you can also edit each of these art pieces, putting in details for the title of the art, an optional artist name. We put in a URL for the art project that can be used for, say, donations. Some mutant vehicles have their own website. They can put that information in there as well. We want to make sure they've got a good description, so we make sure that looks really good. We also have a list of email addresses that are associated with the art. These are added in so that an artist can essentially log into Dust and manage their art piece and events that may occur at the art. If there are events like a DJ schedule for a mutant vehicle, those can be added in as well. As an original organizer, you may also want to be able to import all this art in and then invite artists to manage their art. To be able to do that, we essentially make sure we've got an email address in there and click on the invite button. The other thing that we'll want to do is actually place the art onto the map, and for that the place button is really handy. We'll click on that and we can place on the map where that art piece is located, and then we'll hit the save button on there. Obviously this is a mutant vehicle, we don't really need to place it. Once we're done with this, we can hit save, and you'll notice that the little icon for placement has been put on there. Now art is something that you may also import in as a file. Maybe you've got a Google Doc on your website and you want to export it out and put it into Dust. You can do that as well. Essentially this little button with the 3 dots allows you to import as a CSV. We can also export out all of the art pieces as a CSV as well. We can export out all of the email addresses. That's really handy if you want to email all of the artists and give them a bit of information. Maybe you'll let them know that their art grants have been processed, that sort of thing. We've also got an option to import KML. We'll touch on that a little later in the maps video, but essentially it lets you export all of your art from Google Map and drop it into the map. The other thing that's really useful is having a look at the docs on the website. So on the website dust.events, under docs, under art, there is information about how the format for importing from CSV should look like, what the field name should be, that sort of thing. That sort of thing is something that I can help out with as well. So if you've got any questions, please feel free to email me your file you're trying to import or what your question might be as well. Again, with art, these sorts of things are either imported in or registered. With registration of art, you would go into settings and you'd make sure that the option allow camp and art registration is checked, and the option allow art editing is also enabled as well. That allows artists to edit their art pieces before sort of cut-off periods. Alright, that pretty much covers everything about art. Hope to catch you in another video.